Hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines. So, it hasn't been very long since the last episode, but since the last episode was received so well, we are going to be continuing today. So, we're back above $1 million, which means it's time to sink all of our money into sewage again. But there's a few things I'm going to change here. First off, this system here is actually really bad. Like, I like the whole evaporating thing, but honestly, all this does is it causes it to go all over the place. So we should get it to go down into the ditches earlier on. Let's get rid of some of our extra land, continuing to build this new continent. Because, you know, we waste money on this stuff. That's what we do. We got a nice bump there. This is almost completely drained, which is pretty nice. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. We've only been waiting for like 20 seconds, though. So, I guess it's not that intense. We're just going to expand these grids up. So that the water will at least somewhat follow a path and not just randomly go all over the place. You know, prevent giant tsunamis in the future like we've had. Frankly, it'll make things slightly less ridiculous in general. Here we are, we almost have a full grid over here. Look at that, now it's a little bit less crazy. It isn't like flying all the way over there, it's going through the actual tunnels and stuff. So, we've got this water flowing through, and now it's time. It's time to get rid of this really weird thing right here. We've got quite the build-up coming, where this is all going to be connected and turned into one beautiful system. But, man, if this is a continent, this is a mega continent. We have an entire continent dedicated to sewage, and it's the largest one. The amount of money we've invested into this is just absurd. The amount of focus, it's been crazy, man. We're going completely out of control. But that's okay, because we're doing it for the good of the people. I'm sure their tax dollars agree with us. The millions and millions of dollars we're wasting. I have to stop saying wasting because this is actually like preventing the one major issue this map has. So even if it doesn't seem like the best use for the money, it's probably better than everyone having sewage run into their yards. I think they'd prefer that not to happen. So I will stop calling it a waste. This is a necessary system that saves lives from different bacterias that grow in nasty water. Here we go. Imagine the amount of flies in sewage water too. That would just be generally horrible. And then, you know, you really gotta feel bad for the people running the pump trucks over here. They have the worst job ever. Like, honestly, they have the worst job. Look at that. Slightly larger now. We got rid of this weird bump here. We've got the water flowing down here, overflowing a tiny bit, but I'm not going to complain. I will just fix it. Bam. Fixed. We can expand this quite a bit too. Which we'll do soon. I don't see any purpose in doing that until this is... Oh. Okay, well, never mind then. This is all done. Good job. So you know what this means. Wow, look at all the pump trucks. This means that we can connect these and figure out what the height difference really is here. Which is going to take a lot of material, which we're going to use to build our continent over here. Let's go. Bam. 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 We're so close. We've almost... Yes! It's almost flat. Oh, that's perfect. It's actually slightly higher. That makes it better. Okay, so we have the largest evaporation chamber of all time now. This is huge. If this overflows, we have all of this to fill. Oh, geez. It's so perfect. It's beautiful. So now we can definitely raise the population without getting too scared about consequences. We're going to work more on the sewage system later, but I think at the time being, honestly, this is giant. This can handle it. When it overflows, it'll go down here and here, and it has this giant evaporation basin. Ridiculous amounts. So now that I've said that and completely jinxed myself, we are going to jump over here and expand the city. What do we need? We need freight, which is fine. We have a solution to freight right here. I'm going to shamelessly copy what I've already been doing. Is it copying if it's mine? I don't think so. I think it's okay if it was my idea to begin with. And we're gonna do this up to here. And we're gonna curve this around here to get the freight off of the area. And that looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to turn down the game volume because this is getting ridiculous. And we are going to jump over here and paint this all with beautiful industrial. Beautiful. The green industries, even though it's not green. The green is the toxic sewage that spills out. But it all falls onto this side and slightly onto this side, but we ignore that. We ignore that, so that's okay. Bam. Look at that. We have water services. Everything is all set up. We're building up new industry along the coast. This is so ridiculous. Is any of the freight actually going through this side? Yeah, some is. Not much, though, because we don't really have much on this side. We just have these small towns. And then we have the major hub, but it's much faster for the freight to take this route. And most of it takes a left, then a right, and goes across this bridge. And it uses this bridge to go both to here and to here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make an express lane, because why not? We will make a lane that goes here. Like this to here. And then we will make another road That goes down here. And then comes down from here and onto here. So now the freight really has a lot of options. And I think a lot of the trucks are going to start choosing to go right because it's just faster. Yes. So that's freed up the traffic situation a bit. And these trucks are taking a split here when they feel like it, and going to the cities they actually need to be at in the first place, instead of using other cities just for transit. That is very good. That helps our freight get across the city much faster. It's actually one of the best things I've done in a while for the city. That's actually done a bit. And then at the same time, we're going to make it so that they can skip this if they feel like it by going straight like this. Shoot, we can do this like this. Oh man, this is gonna look really cool. Let's do this on each side. We'll let them all come around in a circle like this. Whoa, look at that fanciness. That looks absolutely horrible. Okay, we're gonna redo this, but we're gonna make it actually look good for the sake of everyone. So we have that going like that, that going like that. And we're gonna have that going like that. And finally, the one that we're gonna have to do a little bit of a stretch there. There we go, that doesn't look nearly as bad. It still allows for the same complex traffic, saving like 10 seconds of transit time for everyone. This really is a hub island now. It makes up a large amount of transiting goods. Like, all the goods come through here. Honestly, why don't we also... I like how it's the ocean, so it doesn't really matter what I do here. It's not like I'm wasting land if I make more roads. That saves time, too. Ultimate Ocean Traffic Simulator 2017. Okay, so we need more workers, so we have a few options here. Kind of like that lake in the center there. I'm not sure if I'll keep it. Maybe I will. It's a little bit big, and we have the ocean everywhere, so probably not. So where can we actually have people live? That's a good question. It's something that needs to be looked at. Okay, so we have a lot of abandoning here because we have actual residential domain. Oh my, wow, okay. That's an issue. Let's just put a crematorium down, like here and here, to deal with the excessive amount of death going on. Jeez. And at the same time, let's expand the city. So we'll go out 3, curve around that. Then we just have to copy that. 3. Maybe not. Maybe just what looks right. There we go. That looks good enough. That looks good enough. Oh, that looks pretty good, actually. And then just some high-density residential. Pack more people into the city. More people means more taxes, means more money for services, means we can support more people. Isn't it a beautiful balancing act? There we go. We should probably get them some water service over here. Most humans need water. Except for the dead ones. That looks pretty good. Got our nice office area over here. We're really getting some strange designs off of this Terror City, but that's okay, because they look cool. And we're going to give each ring the Crematorium for the sake of not having giant problems. How much do these cost? Those cost like 1,000 a week. Yeah, we'll put 3 down. That should help with the problems. We're helping a lot of them. Not all of them though. We're trying. Death waves are hard to deal with. Okay, so what's next? That's a great question. As the population skyrockets like crazy, geez. That's a lot of people to jump in a week. We have pushed back over 40,000 people. We did dip for a second, or we're about to push back over. Don't worry, any second now. There we go, 40,000. Okay, good. That's very good. I don't know why this is strangely colored here. Is there oil? There's probably oil. How do I look at that? It's probably... oh, lots of forests. Is there actually oil or anything anywhere? I didn't think there was. Yeah, there's a reason I didn't focus on it at all. Unlike SimCity, in this game, you don't really have to worry about your natural resources like this. It's kind of an option if you're going just for a ton of money. Let's just buy the rest of the land up. Slightly expensive, but, you know, just get it over with. Wow, look at that. We have a ton of little islands we can plop people on. Honestly, I'm excited to start expanding the city across these islands, but first we have to make sure everything's going all right in the homeland. We're actually going to put some people here. Yeah, we're going to do 2 things. We're going to move our water collection here. Because the industries don't actually affect the quality of the water, and these are loud, so we have to go somewhere where no one will care it's loud. So we're going to move it over here. Now we're going to link these all together for water, plop that there. It also goes next to the excess outflow, so we won't cause as much flooding. We have to fix our slight electricity issue we caused here. Hook this back up. Are you serious? That was dumb. Okay, well, that's okay. We should probably connect these together too, yeah. Gives it 2 ways to go in case it fails. We have to start worrying about natural disasters again. If we're really unlucky, we may get one. Okay, so this looks so cool. Now that that's all working, I'm just envisioning really complex road networks. But that's not necessary right now. But I wanted to put some people here, because this would be a great spot to put a little workforce. There's a lot of businesses nearby. There's no reason not to, really. Okay, and then we're just going to do the same here, kind of. We're going to try to do the same here. Yeah, that looks kind of odd, but the shape of the island itself is kind of odd, so I'm not going to complain. We're gonna make this work. Gonna zone the entire thing to residential, high density residential. And now we have a little self-supporting, not really self-supporting, but we have a little community here. Very nice. It'll help these guys who really need workers. They get a slightly busy road, but that's not a problem. We have more industry demand, even though we don't have enough workers. It's so weird. It's because the industry is so far away from the people. It's not really that there aren't enough people. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand the industry so that we can increase the demand for residential. So again, it's all a balancing act. And if you know how to do it correctly, you can make a lot of money. And a beautiful city. So there we go, tracing the outline again, and let's just whoosh, cover all of that with industrial zoning. Next up, we're going to hook this up to some water. Once again, humans generally need water to survive. And that's going to cut down on our industrial demand. Hopefully. I think. Yes, and that's going to cause people to move in here. And it should connect the power grids together. Now, since we're expanding so much, we're going to have a huge shortage in education. Who would have thought? Okay, so here's our problem area. Yes. Okay. Education. Education. Be educated. More education. Oh, jeez. Education. Education. There's so much required. Oh my. Education. This is where we were making money, from not paying for education. Our entire surplus is just going to be gone soon. Oh, there's none here either. Education. Be educated. More education. That brings us over our threshold, and now we technically have enough education for everyone. Technically. These will slowly turn blue, which is good. Same time, high schools. We need another high school, which we will put right here, which will probably make parents happy. Was that not enough? It wasn't. Okay, so we need another high school, which will plop over here. No? Okay, this is gonna work. It takes up a lot of space. Was that a college? That was a college. That was a college. You see, that wasn't really needed at all. And that's really expensive, but it makes people happy, so I'm not gonna remove it. Here's a high school. Yeah, okay, so we're just gonna plop one of those down. Oh, geez. Okay, we've made a university, and that's made everyone. Wow. Okay, very tall buildings. This entire city is rebuilding itself. I don't know how to feel about this. Everything's getting very tall. Okay, well, it appears we have done something. Whoa, now we actually have like a proper downtown area that's taller than any of the other areas. Awesome. Look at that. Real skyscrapers, guys. Real skyscrapers. Now our population is skyrocketing. Like, really skyrocketing. Which is causing huge, huge flooding in the sewage area. But our pump trucks are hard at work. We also have our new area over here where people are pretty happy. Huh, why isn't this connected? There we go. People are going off to work because work is like right over there. Once again, they have a busy road, but it's probably worth being that close to work. And now I think it's time to do an important thing. Which means we're gonna have to move these. But where? Back here probably is a good place to put them. I mean, do we already have enough pumping services, honestly? If we get rid of these, let's see if there's any difference. Because how many pump trucks were really able to work at once? Okay, so, first off, this dies. And we're gonna cut a hole through here. Ready, set, cut. Mining a hole through a mountain in Cities Skylines. This is a really important step because this increases our storage capabilities of water so much because the majority of the water takes this path. Cutting through. Don't mind me. I'm not cutting inline, I'm cutting a line. Whoosh! Look at that. There's now a way over here. Will it spill over, though? Not sure if the altitude there is higher or lower. That's so weird, looking through. We're having electricity problems. Wow, we haven't actually maxed out our electricity for a while. But what we'll do to solve that is we'll put down a incinerator. Because we aren't actually incinerating as much as we should be. So we'll put down 2. Put down 1 here as well. That'll get our trash game back on track, and it'll also raise our electricity production. But that's a long-term solution. Our short short-term solution is going to be expanding our army of green energy. Bam. I think we actually unlocked the nuclear. Yeah, we did. We could just plop a giant nuclear power plant, but we're not going to do that quite yet. Even though nuclear is the best option. There we go. Now these businesses are happy again and rebuilding themselves. This has grown into a very nice little city. We're gonna have a nice city here. A very nice one. But it isn't quite ready yet. Man, this city is just like a huge network, and it goes all over the place. It's so crazy seeing these islands, how they interlink and trade. It's great. Okay, so next up is going to be actually getting rid of this giant piece of land, which this is going to take so long. Point taken. I can use a cheat to make it so that I can dig infinite and place infinite, but I feel like you guys wouldn't be too happy if I cheated, so we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. But we're going to end this video now, guys. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And look at that. We actually have an entire... It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Well, Sewage continent. And then we have like a normal continent. But this is Sewage continent. And it makes me happy to announce that we're at 50,000 population. The expansion is real. The downtown area looks great. And I will see you all next time. And cut.